Good morning, guys. Um, so I woke up really early this morning and I thought I would recreate the meditation for those of you who couldn't join us yesterday. First, I just want to say that how healing and wonderful and beautiful it was to see everybody's faces. And I hope that we can do that again. Um, the reason and the intention behind this prayer and this meditation for me was I was sharing a little bit about how I had experienced a lot of bliss in Egypt and a lot of real joy. And I felt like my heart was cracked open in a way that sometimes happens when we lose a loved one or we experience deep grief. Um, but it was the polarity of that. And I've never really had something like that happen to me, at least in a long time. And it was challenging to kind of integrate that experience back into my normal everyday life. And so I'll just say a little prayer and do a little meditation. Before starting, feel free to pause this video at any point. I'm going to have a little charcoal here. And yesterday I totally smoked myself out. So now I have a window open. See, live and learn. This is some of the myrrh that we brought back from Egypt. So this is to cleanse ourselves and also to invoke the netters that want to be here to help us with this meditation. You. Also have a little Southern Comfort for Hathor. And I just like to, you can just keep it on your altar, but I have a little bowl of earth and just gonna pour some there for her. Probably what I'll do with this is set it outside. These are the little tail feathers that I found at Karnak that I gave Lori, the other little fan that I made from the rest of the tail. And I've just been sort of like massaging my third eye with it just to open that divine connection. And then yesterday, before praying, I invited people who wanted to grab some water, and feel free to pause and grab your water and come back. This morning I have coffee. Um, but I love the idea of putting our prayers, imbibing the liquid with the vibrations of our prayers, and then ingesting it. Because the idea behind this integration is that we're trying to embody our experience. We're trying to hold it in not just our minds and our hearts, but literally into the cellular DNA, the memory, so that we can, ideally carry that high vibration of love that we experienced. And then once we can bring it down into our bodies, we're able to then go out in the world and share that, right? And be that. So ideally, that's what we'd like to do. So, and oh yeah. Inviting also Rika. Yeah, I just wanted to take this opportunity again to say thank you to the divine creator, Father Sky, Mother Earth, Holy Spirit, all the letters that represent that, what's behind them, what's behind those amazing and powerful and eternal elements present themselves here with us, for us, to listen to us, to hear us, to see us, and so that we can have a reciprocal relationship to them. I really believe that our angels and our allies that are not in human form get a really strong blessing as well when we're able to live our lives in joy, and as we drink this prayer or feel ourselves grounded to the earth, that makes them happy as well. So just a little song to call them in. Yana yana heone yana heone. Yana yana heone. Yana 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 heone yana yana yana. Oh. Now, for the meditation, if you can have both of your soles of your feet touching the earth in a sitting position, that's recommended because we're going to be pulling up the earth's energies. But if you're able to go a little deeper into your meditation by laying down, by all means, get comfortable. Once you've found your meditative position, whether you're seated or lying down, take a moment to tune into your breathing. It's the most powerful tool that we have, divine gift of God. And imagine as you're deepening into your inhalation and exhalation of your breath, that your energetic roots from the soles of your feet are pulling down and pulling up the loving energy of Osiris. So not only are we connecting to Osiris, but we are Osiris. Osiris is everything. And maybe even disappear into him, become one completely. All of your parts as one, all of the lost parts of you come back together. Finding your body larger than the earth itself, going to the cosmos. Spoke about polarity, so to know yourself as one, at some point the divine had to separate into many, many, many different possibilities, each of us representing one possibility. So coming back into the body that you inhabit now, using the power of your imagination, find yourself standing on one of the portals, perhaps the one at Luxor, remembering the feeling of that power center. Both feet planted firmly on Mother Earth, Osiris. And that living energy is coming all the way for her core, his core, all the way up through the soles of your feet. And here we remembered first time somebody lovingly, like grandma, grandpa, mom or dad, even before we could walk, place the soles of our feet onto the ground and be connected to the earth. And just having a moment of appreciation for every single footstep we've taken. That moment, very first one. Imagine that we started with our left foot forward. Now's the time for Osiris. Anytime that we misstepped, we're unsure of our footing, fell backwards and we're hurt, to heal that for us. Take that moment of pause so that next step forward will be whole again. And then pulling up that loving energy to the sacral chakra, bringing ourselves back to Philae Temple, or the Alyssa, imagining if the Nile was pure and that could swim in her waters, or perhaps that original temple of Isis at Philae, we were in a circle holding hands. So pleasure comes in many forms. And as we learn, one of them is being in community, holding hands. So allowing those waters to wash over us and cleanse us and clear anytime that we were balked at doing something loving for ourselves because of guilt or shame or fear. Feeling that second chakra so that we can follow our passion and our pleasure. Always know that we're doing it from a place of purity and joy and love. It's always okay. Maybe tapping back down into the roots, pulling it back up, all the way into the solar plexus. Here we stood in front of Sekhmet. Now, not everybody had this experience, but for those of us who did, many of us were brought to tears because Sekhmet has stood in her original place forever. That's the power that we have to manifest. Taking a moment to remember that loving, holy mother compassion that she held us in. Seeing that face, her beautiful lioness face. Holding her hand again, remembering her words to you. Maybe you have a new question for her. Standing solidly in front of her, allowing your own willpower, your solar plexus, belly button that connects you to all living beings, but also heal itself. Every time we had doubt or fear, again, we're going to let go of that forward. Those energies all the way into the heart chakra. Pause here. Inhaling deeply into the lungs. Exhaling, maybe placing a hand over your heart. And then imagining either Ma'at or Isis or one of the winged beings, Horus, embracing you in their wings, feeling the little soft tuft of their feathers around your back as they fold you in the embrace of their wings. And in their wings and their little tips of their wings, they have a gift for your heart. Place that. Accept that gift. Place it into your heart as a protective barrier. All the distractions, all the pain and the suffering that we see and that we want to help, but we want to change, but we can't individually change everything. We can't help everyone. We can be kind, we can help those that are in front of us. Remember to start by loving yourselves. Just going to take a little time here because our heart carries so much. So taking time to allow for the healing of your heartbreaks, whether from grief or joy, to mend itself again. It's not to say that there aren't going to be future heartbreaks and experiences. But each time we're able to mend our hearts back together, it's a little bit stronger. Maybe that's the part of the myth or the metaphor of Osiris, Isis, right? It's the cycle. She's eternally searching and then putting Osiris back together. And we are Osiris. Staying in your meditation, I'm just going to add a little more herbs. And pull that energy back down through the heart, through the sacral chakra, through the soles of the feet. Back down into the earth. Pulling it back up all the way into the throat chakra. Here we called on Thoth. He also has a gift for us. It's going to place it right in the center of our throat here in this house center here, which is equally balanced between the heart and the brain. So that going forward, manifest kind words towards ourselves and others. Placing ourselves back into the sound hospital. Allowing the sound of the universe, the sound of home, to heal all the hurt words that have been spoken towards us, by us, against us, against those that we love. We could go back and heal those wounds. Both would be the one to help us here. between the heart and the throat. Yes, you can feel your heart center expanding out through your arms, making an intention to create great things with your hands. Loving energy of the netters behind you. And maybe just taking a moment to stand in Abydos again, finding that most beautiful image that you remember. I think all of you know that mine is the one of Isis, the city one. I can see it now. They have the snake crowns right over their third eye, representing the balance of the right and left hemispheres of their brain, eternally gazing at one another with so much love and so much compassion. What else is our third eye there for but to see one another that way? See beyond what our eyes can see. Massage it, touch it, accept any gifts. Maybe it's Isis, maybe it's another netter that you resonate with. Handing you a jewel that you can place right in your third eye. To allow the netters to begin to gather around you. Sit with us as we enter into the king's chamber. So we did that, created after the silence, we created something really special and really beautiful. I think all of us felt that feeling of being connected to the divine. So however you see it, interact with it, pray to it, love it, that divine presence was there with us. So in your meditation, we're going to gather there again. Netters will be all alongside of us, meditating alongside of us, just being present. They're so beautiful. Move, gratitude, the vibrations that they hold. Author's name, wanting to be spoken now. Seeing her gaze, her loving gaze, peaceful, perfectly balanced. And allow for this healing to work all the way out through the crown of your head. That same amazing, powerful energy that we I've been pulling up through the core of the center of the earth. We're now going to call down from the stars. Serious. Allow that descending current of love remind us where we came from, why we were put here. So energies as far down deep into the earth at the core is as far away as the stars are. We are held and centered between it. Maybe this meditation will allow us to be whole only for a moment. Maybe it will last. Maybe we're meant to return again and again to find our way back to this wholeness. Whatever it is, though, we can dedicate ourselves to looking and searching, collecting the broken pieces of ourselves, integrating them back into our story, our being. Realizing that a lot of times why those pains and joys and ecstasies happen is because we're here to learn as humans so that we can grow and evolve again and help one. Maybe in our lifetime it's achieving something as beautiful as even one of the pieces of art that we got to see. So whether you're lying down or sitting back, if our soul or spirit, remember to bring it back into the body again. One last deep breath. Bring the thumbs to each of your fingers. If there's any last bit of stale or stagnant air, maybe kind of shaking it out. Move around a little bit. You get a chance today. Drink some water. Happy new moon and the eclipse season. And I hope to see everybody again soon.